So now that we've come back from the camp out, we need to air out the tent, make sure it's clean, get it packed up before we bring it back to the troop meet. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the tent out of the stuff sack. Okay. Take out our ground cover. We can open this up if the ground cover is damp or dirty. We should open it up, hose it off, clean it with a sponge if we need to, but we should clean that off, let it air out, and then fold it back up. Okay, right now it's pretty clean, so we'll hold that aside for now. Okay, now we're going to take the tent. We're going to open this up. Okay, we're going to take our fly. Okay, we're going to open up the fly. We're going to shake this out. And what we want to do is be able to dry this out. So we're just going to lay this over a railing over the chairs. Stretch that out. Dry in the sun. Okay. Even if it didn't rain on the camp out, you want to air those out when they're when you're sleeping and you're breathing. You create a lot of condensation inside the tent, so they'll get some moisture. And when you get it back in that stuff sack in the morning, it's going to keep that moisture in, so make sure you air that out. And then with the tent, we're going to open up the tent. We also want to inspect the bottom. Okay, when we folded up the tent, we always keep the bottom on the outside. We always want to keep the inside clean. If this bottom is dirty, if there's any mud or dirt on here, we're going to want to lay it out and hose it down, hose it off, and then dry it out. Okay. The other thing we'll do is we'll open up the tent. And what we should do is we should clean out the inside. Okay. A lot of times if you get some leaves or dirt in there, we're going to open up one of the doors. Okay. Both of these zippers should always be closed. Okay. We're going to open up one door, and we're actually going to turn the tent inside out. We're going to turn it inside out this way. Okay. And then we're going to shake it out. We're going to clean out the inside of the tent. Okay, and the same, if there's a lot of dirt in here, you can actually hose and sponge that off as well, and then dry it out. If you clean that out, we're going to put the tent back inside out again. Tent back in order. Okay, once that's back together, we're going to zip that door closed. Okay, once that door is zipped closed again, I'm just going to shake it out again one more time. Then we're going to let this air out as well. So we're going to again lay this over chairs or a railing, let it dry in the sun. Okay. If you're on a winter camp out, it's not a sunny day, if it's raining, just hanging outside inside your garage, your basement, somewhere dry, where the tent will dry out. And you want to let that dry for a few hours. Alright, so now that the tent is dried out, we've had it out here for a few hours, we're going to roll the tent back up, get everything back together. We're going to lay our tent back out, lay this down on a nice clean surface. Okay, we want to turn it this way. We're going to fold this, the long rectangle, we want to fold it in thirds from the long rectangle. Okay, so we'll get the tent ready to go. The other thing that we want to do as well is we want to check our tent stakes. We want to count them up, make sure that we have 8 stakes in the bag. We can clean the dirt off. If you have any bent stakes, you want to take a pliers or hammer or so, straighten those out, make sure that we have good straight stakes before you bring the tent back. Okay. So count those up. We'll do the same with the poles. Make sure the poles are in good condition. You want to check your zippers. If there's any issues with the tent, either missing stakes or if the poles are broken or zippers are broken, just make sure you tell your quartermaster when you bring the tents back back to the troop. Okay. And the poles we'll check as well. Okay. We got all 3 poles here. Once we have all 3 poles, we want to make sure they're clean, and we'll tie up the pole head again. Okay, so we're gonna fold the tent and fold this again back in thirds. And that one here, and this back on top. And again, we always make sure that the outside of the tent is clean. Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna to take our fly and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to fold our fly. Fold it down that middle seam, right along the zipper for the doors. Actually, we fold it in half. Fold it one more time. Put it together. Lay this down along the edge of the tent. We got our guy lines tucked inside. Okay. Again, we can fold this in thirds. Make sure it stays inside the tent. You don't want to have extra material on the outside. Okay. Once we have that folded up, again, we can take our tent poles. We can start to roll up the tent around the poles. We'll roll it nice and tight. Brush off the tent as we're rolling it. Make sure there's no dirt on there. Roll it nice and tight. Okay, get close to the end. We're going to put our stakes inside. Roll that nice and tight. Okay, we're going to take our ground cover. Just roll it around the outside of the tent. Slide that back into the stuff sack. Okay. Your tent should be all set and ready to go for the next outing. You're just going to bring that back, check it in with your quartermaster, let them know everything's okay. If there's any issues with the tent, you want to let them know when you return the tent. Okay, and that's how you want to clean and take care of your tents.